Right, hi everyone. Good morning for people in the US, I guess, because it is still quite early in the day. It's like 3:37 p.m. over here where I live in the UK. So before we start, that was some music from. This time I just played music from the same soundtrack. That was like some songs from Kirby's Return to Dreamland, one of my favorite Kirby games, and the game that I would like to revisit at some point, and if we're lucky I might stream that later this year, but I don't know when I'm going to do that yet because I want to stream that as well as a bunch of other Kirby games, but I guess eventually we can do that probably late in the year. I would say I don't really have a set schedule for that thing, but I did plan to stream like a Kirby marathon, as it were, like do a bunch of Kirby games, but I still have a lot of games to get through, and that's not going to be happening for a while yet, so once my schedule's freed up a little bit, I'm going to figure out when I can start that. But yeah, welcome to the stream once again. Going to do something a little bit different here. I figure I'd stream this at least once, because I think the closed beta finishes tomorrow. So yeah, this is a beta for a game called KartRider Drift. It is a go-kart racing game, kind of like Mario Kart. And if you know me, I like my kart racing games. I like Mario Kart, I like Crash Team Racing, I like Diddy Kong Racing. See, the problem with go-kart racing games is very few of them are actually really any good, and I don't know if this is good, but apparently it is pretty decent. So we're going to check this one out, because it's a closed beta. Shout out to Link in the chat, he provided me with a closed beta key for this. And I wasn't sure if I was allowed to stream this, because some closed betas you're not allowed to do that shit. But I did look it up on their website, they had like an FAQ, and yes, you can stream this. So we're going to stream it for a couple hours, and then we'll do some Clubhouse games afterwards. So, why am I streaming at this time? Because my sleeping pattern shifted, and I'm like sleeping earlier and waking up earlier. It's one of those times. So, early stream, I'll be playing a couple things. This is going to be a more chill stream, I guess, because we're playing like a happy-go-lucky kart racing game, unless it's like the kind of game that gets me salty. Oh, volume please. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I didn't even realise this beta was happening. Like, Link gave me the link. Link gave me the link. Link gave me the beta key for it, like on Discord, and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't realise that was going on. The beta ran from June 3rd to June 10th, which is tomorrow, so... And I think tomorrow it like finishes in the morning, so it's like I either stream this now or I don't stream it. Because I'm not streaming later tonight for the reasons I already mentioned. So yeah, I think I vaguely remember them like talking about this game during an E3 event or something. It was like either E3 or it was like XO19 or some shit like that, some Xbox event. Do I have to do this? I'm going to say no. I don't want to like link my accounts right now. I just want to like play the game and try it out. Today is the last day for the closed beta. Yeah, the website does say June 3rd to June 10th. Apparently this is the second closed beta period they're having. I didn't even realise there was a first one. I don't know when this game is coming out. Is it coming out this year? Because I haven't looked into when they're planning to release this. If they're doing like betas, I would imagine it's almost like ready to go gold, so it must be coming out later in 2020, I would imagine. But that's purely a guess on my part, I don't know. Again, I haven't looked into it. Just waiting for the game to load up now, so... Oh yeah, check out those 3 frames per second. Why is the video so slow? Is it because my VCR Xbox is like not playing it properly? I mean, it's fine now, but sure took a while there to start up. So accelerate to move forward, reverse, of course. I know how to play a kart racing game. Yes, I will use the arrow keys on my Xbox One console, thanks game. Oh, in this game you have to use RT to accelerate. I mean, that's standard racing stuff, but I'm used to pressing the A button for like Mario Kart. I don't know, maybe I'll adjust to this quickly. Let me fix the volume real quick. I feel like this game's a bit too loud. In fact, hang on, I think I might know why that is. Okay, never mind. and then the Y button to return to track. Right, okay. Well, at least the game runs at 60 frames per second. That's like more than what I can say about like maybe 90% of all current generation console games. That is an obnoxiously loud 3, 2, 1 go sound effects. Also, why was my opponent gigantic? Did you see that? Okay, so how do I drift? I'm trying different buttons. Do I have a drift button? Oh, it's the A button. Yeah, imagine that A button to drift in a Mario Kart style game. I hope I can rebind controls after this, because I don't know if I like that. It doesn't feel natural to me for a kart racer. I mean, again, you can get used to it, but I would rather just play like a Mario Kart game. A to accelerate and like the RB button to like drift. Also, drifting in this is very sensitive. If you couldn't tell by me. I think drifting in this game works a little bit differently from Mario Kart. So there's going to be a little bit of teething problems of like me adjusting. Hone your skills in the racing school. Right, so maybe I'll get the chance to check out the options. The game looks cool though so far. It runs very smooth. So apparently there's been other KartRider games that came out before this. I didn't even know this was like a series. I thought this was like a new IP, but apparently there was like ones that came before it and I was not even aware of that. But yeah, apparently KartRider is good, so I guess I'll judge for myself when I play this beta for a bit as soon as I can like get... I'm assuming the beta has like online racing as well. CBT2. What does CBT stand for? I mean, I know what it stands for, but what does it mean in the context of this game? I got a cart, it's an epic class, a deuce couple, oh it's like a big toilet seat. Flush out the competition with the best seat in town. Function 100% chance to gain a water wisp when hit by a war bomb. Okay. So if somebody hits me with that, then I definitely get that item next time. Yeah, let's back out of that. So where are my options, my settings? Okay, you can rebind this, right, thank God. Right, so we're going to change that to the A button. Change that to B or X. Maybe X would be better for that one. Keep them as is. B button for item. I think that's what it is in Mario Kart. I forgot what Mario Kart's controls are actually. I might change that. But most importantly, RT, I guess, for drifting, maybe. Or... Shit, I don't remember Mario Kart controls. I haven't played Mario Kart 8 in like a year. I think that'll be fine. Right, okay, let's just save that for now. Oh, jeez. What did I do? Why did my language change? Oh god, help me. I don't know what I just did. Oh, there we go. I accidentally switched the languages there. How do I save that? X? Okay, thank god. That was almost a disaster, and I haven't even started yet. Right, so let's do time attack real quick, just so I can get a feel for this. Oh, it seems there's quite a few tracks here actually for the beta. I thought it was going to be like 2 tracks. Like 2 or 3 tracks at the very most. Seems like they give you a lot of shit to try out. Also, this game is stupidly loud compared to other games. I need to turn the volume down even further. I mean, it's not like ear-deafeningly loud, but compared to the other games I've played on stream, this one for some reason is like much louder than other games, which I don't understand why that is, but at least I can control that externally with my capture card volume. Oh, speaking of my capture card, the other day I had troubles with it. It's fine now. I think it was Windows that was causing problems when I tried streaming the other night. Right, so I guess the idea with drifting is you're not supposed to, like, overturn, otherwise you'll... Like, not supposed to turn too tight, otherwise you'll just, like, completely go in the hairpin turn. So I don't know if I can race against CPU opponents or if I have to, like, just go online and play against other people. But I'll do a couple, like, time trials just so I can, like, get feel for this before I start racing others, because knowing me, I'm gonna get my arse handed to me. Drifting controls aside though, like the drifting I still need to adjust to, so you'll have to bear with me. But that aside, this seems pretty good actually. This seems very high quality for like a kart racing game. Because outside of Mario Kart and like Crash Team Racing, like can you name me like any other quality kart racing games? Because usually when you think of like kart racing games, you think of like those shitty like licensed games like Nickelodeon Toon Racers or something like that, whatever that game was that came out on Switch. I never played it, but apparently that game's really bad. Like Garfield Kart being another example. I've never played that either, but I have seen people play that. I think Vinny played that at one point for one of his streams. Like, to me, the landscape of, like, kart racing games is mostly dominated by, like, Mario. And also Sonic as well. Like, Sonic kart racing games are pretty decent. I think I'm starting to get the feel for the drifting now. Like, again, you're not supposed to, like, completely, like, hold the analog stick all the way to the left or right. You're not supposed to hold down the drift button for way too long. Oh, wait a minute, I think I get it now, maybe? I mean, that's alright. Yeah, let me try something real quick. Yeah, drifting in this works a bit different from Mario Kart. You don't hold down the drifting button to, like, do your drifting. You have to, like, tap it. Yeah, so let's try another track. Who is this Mega Man looking scrub? I don't know, he kind of reminds me of Bomberman a little bit. It's got that Bomberman style helmet thing going on. It reminds me of something else as well, but I can't place it exactly. Like something that's like a weird, like chibi, like Japanese thing with like weird circular things sticking out the top of the heads. So we've got multiple desert stages, we've got a glacier stage, multiple glacier stages. Seems like there's quite a few tracks here to try out. Graveyard, Cemetery Circuit, Wayward Turnabout, Spectre Pass. So wait, these star rankings, is that like difficulty? I guess that's like the difficulty. Weird that it would give me, like, if you're going from left to right, like all the graveyard ones, that's a 3-star, that's a 2-star, and that's a 1-star. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Like, this should be 1, then 2, then 3. Well, let's do Cemetery Circuit. I'm a sucker for, like, graveyard levels in kart racers. Like, I love that Luigi's Mansion racing track in Mario Kart. I still wish Mario Kart 8 Deluxe got, like, DLC tracks. I mean, technically it did. It got DLC tracks, like, 2 additional cups worth of tracks for the Wii U version. But outside of that being included in the Deluxe version on Switch, they never really made any more content for that game. Which makes me kind of sad, because I feel like they could have maybe added even more to that. Like, I would have gladly bought even more, like, tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, so maybe it's because I'm using a shitty old, like, VCR-style Xbox One, but have you noticed how when I start the game up, it, like, doesn't even do the countdown properly? But now that everything's loaded, it should be fine. Well, I see a shortcut over there, but I probably need like a boost item to reach it. And I can't get access to items during time trials, so can't really do that. Aye. Again, don't mind me just getting the feel for the controls. The controls themselves feel really good, it's the drifting that I'm still getting the hang of. I mean, it doesn't help that I played a whole bunch of like Crash Team Racing this past year, so whenever I go back to like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I struggle with it a bit because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Crash Team Racing play quite differently from each other. Mainly because that game, like, those games have entirely different, like, drifting systems. Hi, MSP. Misjudged my drifting there. Oh, wait a minute, I can make that? I just looked at the path there, so... See, I'm just following the arrows for now. I'm not sure of the other paths I can actually take, like the shortcuts, but... Apparently that one that I just went by there was, like, small. Like, the jump was, like, close enough to the other part of the track that I could reach it, maybe? I'll try it on the third lap. But yeah, I'm gonna go online shortly because a bunch of people are playing right now online, but again... Just getting the feel for this before I go online. And then promptly get curb stomped by everybody else. So how many players does this game have? Is it like 8 players at once, or is it like 12 or what? Not sure how many players would be racing at once in this. Yeah, that was my fault. Okay, so you can make that without a boosting item. I don't even know if this game has boosts. I would assume one of your random items is a booster. Like, you know, like the mushrooms. Or the nitro fuel from Crash Team Racing. "12 at once." Yeah, so just like Mario Kart then. Weird to think that Mario Kart used to be like 8 players, but I think from Mario Kart Wii onward it was like 12. Right, so I think I've got more or less the feel for it, so I'm going to go online and try this with a few people and see how it goes. Before I go online, I'm just going to quickly check something in the settings and then I'll do that. This has voice chat so you can hear others once in a while. Yeah, I wonder if there's an option to turn that off because I'm not really a big fan of voice chatting in games. Especially if I'm streaming and then some rando just shouts the N-word, because that's totally fun. That's why I turned, like, voice chat off for, like, games like Fortnite and shit. Don't want to deal with that. So yeah, we can turn this all the way off. So I'm going to turn the master volume down a little bit, because I feel like this game is, like, much louder than other games. Let's turn that capture card volume up to compensate. Right, there we go. And then let's save. Rear view quality. I don't know how you go into rear view modes. Is that when you reverse it does that? Right, so let's go online if I can figure out what that is. I guess in the lobby you have to do that. Oh god, they've got a battle pass as well. And they've got like challenges, so it's basically kind of like Mario Kart but with a live service thing on it. Is this a free-to-play game? Or is this like a full paid game that's going to be coming out? Because I genuinely don't know. So let's see, select modes. Yeah, let's just do items, sure. And let's play. Wait, so I pressed the play button and it's brought me back to this menu? Oh, you have to hit confirm, right, okay. It's a free-to-play game. Have they said when this game is coming out yet? Is it coming out this year? Because I might play more of this. I mean, I haven't played Mario Kart in like over a year at this point. Would be nice to play something that's like kind of quality like that game. Now that I'm done with Crash Team Racing. I finished CTR like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, like when they finished all the extra like content they released for that game. Still need to upload all those old like Crash Team Racing VODs. Never got around to them. I think I only have like the first 4 or 5 parts of that game up. Oh wait a minute, I need to press play again. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I thought it was searching for me there. I guess I had to like press Y one more time. Sometime in 2020, yeah. Hopefully they can better optimize like the like between the loading time and when it does the countdown from 3 to 1. Because as you saw when I was doing time trials, it was like kind of skipping, a little bit during that part, which could be a bit of a detriment for people like me. Minus this being a racing game, what is this game about? I honestly don't know. I think it's just like an original IP by... Apparently the company's called Nexon. I'm not sure what else they've made, but... It seems like this is not the first KartRider game they've made, like a few of them before, but this is the first KartRider that I'm trying, being the newest one. This track is confusing. It looks pretty straightforward to me looking at that image there, but I guess I'll see why it's confusing. Did my Xbox freeze? Oh. You see what I mean? Yeah, they need to fix that. I think they need to do some more testing on those, like, old... See, my Xbox One is not one of those fancy, like, Xbox One X's or even the Xbox S. It's like that really old, like, fat model, like the VCR. Because I bought mine's really cheap second hands. Oh wait, do you have to like loop around and then come back the way? Oh, that's weird. And yeah, you do have boosters in this. Uh-oh. Fucking Mr. Peely over there. Cut! Okay, so I see how this works now. That's interesting. I've never seen a kart design, like a race track design like that before. Yeah, when it comes to that loop-de-loop part, I need to find a better way to like approach that. Because I keep bumping into the fountain by accident. Yeah. Good. Right, so right now it's only 8 players, not 12, but I guess it's 12 and it's like CPUs. Oh, there we go. That was a better drift. Yeah, keep myself protected. Ah, shit. I guess I'm not getting first place then. I squandered. Yeah. I was in second there. I was nearly in first. And then I stupidly hit the side there, so there goes that. I guess I'll go for 5th place then, or 4th place, or 5th place. Right, there we go, 4th place, I guess that's fine. So yeah, it feels pretty good, very responsive online. Didn't really run into any major issues there. Outside of my incompetence, of course, but like in terms of netcodes, It's certainly better than most like online games I've played. Can I get a rematch, or do I have to like... Yeah, I guess I have to like request another match. Weird music. So yeah, like I said, I've got like one of those shitty like VCR Xboxes. I got it, like when I got my Xbox One, I bought it really cheap from... See, we have like a pawn shop over here called Cash Generators. I found it in there for like, I don't know, like not even like a couple $100. It was like £150 or something, and it came with 2 controllers, a media remote, a whole bunch of games, like some decent games in there, like a game with a... I forgot the name of it. There's like a good game in there that I haven't even played, but there was like a bunch of games that came with it, so it was a decent value for like all that, just to get that console, and that was like 2 years ago that I bought this console. But yeah, the VCR Xbox is known for being a little bit shitty because it's not super well optimized, and a lot of like games can lag a little bit on this particular version of the system. If I end up buying like an Xbox Series X, I guess older Xbox One games wouldn't be so bad, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy like an Xbox One X, or whatever it's called. Wonder if this game has a story mode? Probably not. I think this is more multiplayer focused. See, I'm thinking Nintendo might be working on another Mario Kart at the moment, but it's probably not coming out this year, but I could see it coming out next year, like maybe late 2021. And maybe they would announce it at some point next year. Because if you take into consideration Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has been out since, I think, 2013. It was a Wii U game originally. So yeah, when you think about that, I think we're due for a new Mario Kart, and I would love a new Mario Kart. Are they going to call it Mario Kart 9 though, or are they going to call it something else? Despite that massive lag there, I somehow managed to get the starting boost. So this magnet power-up reminds me of Diddy Kong Racing, because there was a magnet power-up in that game as well. I wouldn't be surprised if the developers of Nexon were like fans of like various like Mario Kart style games. Mario Kart itself, of course, probably Crash Team Racing and Diddy Kong. Maybe Sonic Team Racing? Or Sonic and Sega, whatever you call it. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, I think. Yeah, you think the gates at the side would just be like one flat wall, like the collision on it, but no, like if you touch one of those like pegs there, then it recognizes it as a separate like collision detection. It's looking pretty close for those guys, but... Oh, shite. At least I got 5th place, I guess. The original game had a story mode. You wonder if they're going to add third-party characters. I don't think this game would have the same pool as like a Mario Kart for that to happen. Plus, this game I think is like Xbox exclusive, which is why I'm playing it on the Xbox. In fact, hang on. Let me check to see if this is exclusive to this console. I think I've got the website up on the other tab, because I was checking something on there. One moment. While this game loads. Where did I see the logos? I think I saw like the console logos here somewhere. I can't find it. Shit. Could have sworn I saw the Xbox logo in here, maybe like other logos, but I forgot where I saw it. Yeah, let me try something real quick on my end. I haven't dropped frames, have I? Right, good, I've not dropped frames. Although I might drop frames now. Maybe. Nah, we're good. So, I was having a lot of frame droppage when I started the stream today, but... Oh. Did my Xbox just crash? Yeah, yeah, my Xbox just crashed. That's never happened before. See, I wasn't sure if that was like the game loading the map there, or if it was actually crashing, because I played Doom Eternal a little while back, and when I was like reloading the levels, it would do that weird buzzing noise because it was loading the levels. But no, that was like an actual crash on the beta. So whatever the fuck was causing that, I guess they need to iron that issue out. Seems like the volume reset. Gonna turn the audio way down until I can fix that. Xbox, Steam, and PC. Yeah, so it's basically... well, it's not necessarily Xbox exclusive, but it falls under the Microsoft banner for all intents and purposes. So it's not coming to Switch, it's not coming to PS4, it's not coming to... I would assume it's not coming to Epic Game Store, thank God, for those that want it on PC. Fucking Epic Game Store, man. I know I shit on it a lot, but there's a very good reason I do that, because they keep fucking buying up exclusives for games I want, that I've got like a vested interest in. For example, last year when they announced... Like, what was it, the PC gaming show during E3 or something? They, like, talked about Shenmue 3 coming to PC, which I knew about, obviously, because I backed it on Kickstarter. And they had, like, a new trailer for it, and at the end of the trailer, they snuck in the Epic Store logo. And they didn't say it out loud, because obviously there would be backlash if they said it, like, on stage. But basically, we found out shortly after that fucking Shenmue 3 was like Epic Store timed exclusive. At which point I changed my pledge from PC to PS4. Because fuck that shit. Like, if I'm going to play games on PC, I would rather use Steam. And if I'm forced to use like some third-party platform, I guess I can settle for Origin or Uplay, even though I don't like them either. But I don't want... Like, knowing some of the things that I know about Epic Games and like their relationship with like Tencent, like that Japanese like gaming conglomerate, I don't exactly feel, let's just say, safe about like signing up to like their accounts and shit. So yeah, I've been very resistant with like Epic Game Store for that reason and several others. You should check out the characters and the carts in your garage. I guess I could check that out. Hang on. Is it too late for me to back out? I tried to press cancel there, but it's not doing anything. Nah, too late. I'll do it after this race then. So yeah, don't mind my rambling on the Epic Game Store. Like, yeah, Epic Epic's Game Store does like give you like free games like every month or something, and you can add them to your account and you get to keep them and all that fun stuff, but again, I've got my reasons as to why I'm resisting that like platform in general. Like, we don't need another fucking online storefront to buy PC games from. Steam is fine. Speaking of Steam, actually, it seems like EA is putting a bunch of their like PC games that were previously not on Steam on the Steam platform now, so that's cool. Like, a whole bunch of them got released this past week on Steam. I think like Dragon Age Inquisition was one of them. Oh god, why am I drifting all over the place? Did my button bindings reset? What the fuck? I'm holding the A button and I am accelerating plus drifting at the same time. What the fuck? I think my button bindings are fucked up because of that game crash. I'm gonna have to fix that. But I'm just gonna have to deal with this now. Yeah, don't be too surprised if I wind up in 7th place because of this. Nah, you know what? Can I quit? No? Yeah, so something's wrong with the controls right now. Again, the A button seems to be bound to both accelerate and drifting, so I'm like doing both at the same time. And holding the RT button does nothing. Not sure who the fuck that was. Was that the person in 7th place? Did I just lap him? I guess I did. Well, I guess it quite literally is KartRider drift now because I'm drifting all over the fucking place. Go home, Kart, you're drunk. Yeah, as soon as this match is over, I'm gonna see the controls because I think something has happened to them. Oh, good. You know what? At this point, yeah. You know what, fuck it. I was going to say I'll just wait, but I think you'd rather see me driving around as badly as it looks right now. Until timeout. So no idea what happened to the 7th place person. They just like didn't even move. Maybe they got disconnected. Yes, I'm gonna have to look at the controls real quick because something did happen there. And then I'll try to change my character in Kart. So how long have Nexon been making the KartRider games for? I didn't even know this was a thing, but seems like they've made a few of them, so how long has KartRider been around for? Like 5-10 years at this point, maybe? I'm just guessing. Right, so let me see what happened with my controls there. Oh. So accelerate is still the A button. What is the other one? Yeah, for some reason, drift has gone back to A. That's why when I was holding the A button, it was like doing that. I don't even know how that's possible, because if you try overriding the existing button, the other one disappears. Like, look. Yeah, you see that? So I guess when the game crashed, it didn't fucking know what to do, and it just like bound them both to the A button. Right, there we go. Everything else is as it should be, I believe. Or at least I think it is. Yeah, everything else is the way I want it. Right, that's perfect. Right, let's save that. Right, so let's go into the garage and see what I can get. So my main character that I'm using right now is called Dao. I'm not sure if these are empty. Okay, right. I suspected it was loading something. My fucking Xbox is too drunk to load quickly. Go home, Xbox, you're drunk. So Bazzy. Oh, there's descriptions, right? So Dao A straight arrow driver with an upstanding personality. He just looks like bootleg Bomberman. Bazzy, an indifferent racer who drives with 2 feet on the gas. Brody, a factory foreman cloaked in mystery. He reminds me... He looks like an anthropomorphic, like, metal. You know those things from, like, Mega Man? He kind of looks like that. And then these. A resourceful gal as fast as Dio and twice as crafty. Well, I'm gonna go for Brody. I kind of like that design. Oh, there's my carts. So there's the the Deuce Coupe. Deuce Coupe? Probably said that wrong, but that's the big toilet one that I just unlocked for like logging into the beta. Apparently there was other unlockable carts if you logged in throughout different days on this beta run, because the beta's been on for like the past week or so, but this is my first time playing the beta, so I missed all those carts. But you do get a bunch of other stuff here you can try out. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Deuce one, fuck it. Maple Story's been around for 15, so Nexon made that as well, did they? Interesting. I admit I don't know much about Nexon. In fact, I'm gonna look up what they've done. Unless it's just these two games. Nexon developer, let's see. Do they have a Wikipedia? Yes, they do. List of PC games, let's see. Oh, they've made quite a few games, actually. But yeah, Maple Story, they made that in 2003. Maple Story 2, which was a quite recent game. Yeah, there's like a big list of games here. If I try listing them off right now, I'd be here for a while. I mean, it's not like a gigantic list, but there is a lot of stuff they've made, it seems like. I've never heard of this developer before, but I didn't realise they made so much stuff. Let me mute my phone because that's making noise. I always forget to set my phone to do not disturb so you don't hear beeping. So we're going to try this track now. Forest Woodsy Way. Oh, that's totally fair. Yeah, don't mind my Xbox taking forever to load the track, just you go ahead without me, I'll be fine. Oh shit. Didn't even see that there. I do like the little replay clips it shows you in the corner of the screen. Unless that's like my rear view, I'm not sure what's going on there. I think that's like a replay. Like if you hit somebody, it shows you what you did, maybe. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that picture-in-picture represents. Frame rate on the picture-in-picture looks a bit scummy though, it's like 5 frames per second. It's like a really shitty like 90s GIF that's playing right now. Really could have done with Night at that moment, but I guess I missed. Aye! overcompensated my steering there, so I missed that again. Yep. Nope. 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 Fuck you. Fuck you. Bitch. Fuck you. Wanted that third place there, piece of shit. The picture-in-picture is an indicator that you hit someone. Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't really properly watch it in the middle of that. So yeah, game is alright. I'm not crazy about the drifting mechanic. Again, I need to like adjust to it, but if it's like a free-to-play game, I can't really complain too much, I guess. Still a very polished game, it seems like. Let me change one of my buttons. I set that to RT and not RB. I think I prefer RB. Also, I'm smelling like a very faint, like, burning smell, but I don't think it's coming from, like, the apartment. At least I would have known if it came from here. It might be, like, somebody having a barbecue nearby, I don't know. I mean, it is the summer, so... There's just, like, a very, very faint, like, burning smell coming from somewhere. But I've got my windows open, so it's probably just, like, somebody cooking something nearby. Trust me, if it was my apartment, I guess you would fucking know. But yeah, I started smelling it about like the start of that last race that I did, but it's not like a very strong smell, it's just like a very minor, like... Just a very minor smell that I smelled, the burning smell. Anyways. No idea where it's coming from, but it's not coming from here. Oh yeah, so I pre-ordered that SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated remaster. Oh look, the game actually loaded before countdown. That's a shocker. But yeah, I pre-ordered the rehydrated remake of like the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom game. And I'll be getting that in a couple weeks. I'll be streaming that because I do like platformers and I've never played that game before, but I want to try it out. Because I know that game's like got a cult following and it's pretty good. I've never watched a single SpongeBob episode, but over the next couple of weeks I'm going to start binging like the first few seasons of it before the game comes out. So over the next couple of weeks or so I'm going to tell you what I think of like SpongeBob, I guess. Why have I never watched SpongeBob? Because I grew up in the 90s, not the 2000s. So I didn't really watch a lot of cartoons that came out during the 2000s era. My brain went between period and era, and I was like, period, because I couldn't figure out which word to say there, but I didn't really watch many cartoons in the 2000s. I know SpongeBob technically came out in the 90s, but it was like the very late 90s. Hey, oh shit. That worked, but then I was too late to drift. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. Right, well there goes any chance I had of being in first place. I was in first place for all of 10 seconds. It was good while it lasted. Yeah. Oh, you dick. Yeah. Fine then. UFOs are like the blue shell of this game, but instead of exploding, it slows down your opponent. Water wisps are basically like an improved version of the red shell. They will always home in on the nearest opponent. Alright. I don't know which is which exactly because I haven't been paying too much attention to the icons. The stream died. Oh god damn it, OBS. Yeah, so OBS is doing that fun thing where it just like drops entirely for no fucking reason. Let me try reconnecting real quick. In here I thought my fucking internet connection was stable for once. Right, is the stream back on? OBS just like suddenly dropped out there for no reason. So OBS likes to do one of two things. Usually it drops a lot of frames and then sometimes it disconnects while it's doing that. Or it will just like immediately drop out for no reason and just say that I lost like the connection. So it did the latter there right now and that was a little bit fucking annoying. See, here's the thing. You can't see it, but on OBS, I've got like a little thing that shows me my connection status. Let me show you real quick. You've seen this before, but I'm just going to show it to illustrate. Like that thing there with the green square, that indicates whether or not like my connection's going through. And usually it's red if it's like I'm dropping frames or like it's going to disconnect. It didn't go red that time, so it kind of caught me by surprise that I just like dropped out for no reason. It's still showing green, even though I like lost the connection. But nah, we're back now. Let's try this item duo. Oh, sorry, glacier half polar half pipe. I was looking at the wrong thing there. Shit, I'm not entirely sure of the timing there. Also, those question mark blocks almost look like fucking Mario Kart blocks. Like, very, very close to the real deal. I guess they're supposed to look like ice cubes, I guess because we're in the ice level, but still. They just look like the question mark blocks from, like, Mario Kart 64. Okay, well it seems like a couple people dropped out because I'm not doing jack shit. Nope, don't you dare shove me out. Yoy! Alright, we're good. I don't see myself as a competitive person, but I get very competitive when it comes to Mario Kart. I can get very salty when things go awry. If you can't tell by my grunting noises when stuff don't exactly go the way I planned. Well, that's cool that I missed all that. Oh, Jesus. Almost fell there because of that. I guess I need to use a speed boost to reach that upper path. Hi. Well, so much for first place. It was a good attempt. Well, it lasted. Yeah. Yeah, fall. Yeah, Vinny upset voice, yeah. Gotta go fast. Yeah, that kind of fell apart there toward the end, didn't it? I didn't drop any... Okay, well I did drop a couple frames, but it was only like a couple, not much. So I don't, like, when I stream during daytime, my connection, like I usually stream with 3G, because I can switch between 3G and 4G. I'm using like a data router, by the way. But when I stream at nighttime, my 4G is like extremely unreliable and very unstable. And when I say nighttime, I mean like my usual time, like 10 PM onwards. So before I ran today's stream, which is around 3 PM, I was like, let me run a speed test on 3G, and the upload speed was quite abysmal, so I was like, fine, I'll switch to 4G. And it seems like 4G is quite stable at the moment. Let's hope it stays that way for the next few hours. Again, I don't use 4G online very often, like for streaming purposes, because, again, it's not the most stable. I mean, 4G is fine for everything else, but for live streaming, it doesn't always work. It really depends on a case-by-case basis. See, the funny thing is, 4G has insanely high upload and download speeds in the wee hours of the morning, like 4 and 5, like between 4 and, I guess, 8 AM. But I don't stream between 4 and 8 AM, so I can't really make use of that extra speed. But, I do make use of it, but not for live streaming. I use it for uploading my VODs to YouTube. Oh hey, it's this one track that I did the time trial of earlier. Cemetery Circuit. Right, so I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be playing this for. I don't know if I'm going to do like the full 2 hours of this. I think I might do some Clubhouse games shortly. That said, I'll play this for like maybe another 20-30 minutes at most. But I may return to this when the full game comes out, if they can fix some of the issues with like the VCR Xbox running it. Oh, Jesus Christ. No! Good. That was my fault for doing that. I think the magnet may be the most OP thing in this game in terms of like getting like extra speed. Oof. I mean, at least I jumped forward a couple positions there. That was almost worth it. Well, yeah, that was not worth it. Never mind. It was almost worth it, but not exactly. Could have executed that better. Yep. Just bump into every possible thing that I can hit. Don't know what the fuck I just hit there, but I hit something. Right, that one I need to use a speeds thing on. Yay! Yeah! Okay. Can I at least maintain 7th place, maybe? So yeah, that one really is just like a red shell. Ah, fuck. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, the magnet's good, but it can also be a double-edged sword there, as you clearly saw. Nixon has made two of the most popular MMORPGs, MapleStory and Mabinogi. I don't know if I said that right. I've never heard of that one. I've heard of MapleStory though. I do like how strong the magnet in this game is, because they had, like, again, they had that sort of thing in Diddy Kong Racing, but in Diddy Kong Racing you didn't feel like you were going that much faster when you were using it. Even though technically you were, but it didn't feel like you had the momentum behind it. In this one you clearly have like the extra like force, like pulling you toward it, it feels like. There are no items to obtain. Unlock the premium lane to get all the items for the tier. Oh, right, okay then. I don't really give a shit about the battle pass thing right now, I'm just playing the game. So let me list off my favourite like non-Mario Kart style games, because obviously I can say like I like every Mario Kart game because they're all great, but Mario Kart, like outside of Mario Kart, games that I really like that are Mario Kart inspired are the Sonic and Sega All-Stars like racing series, mainly Transformed. That's like the best one of the three, I would say. Diddy Kong Racing, of course, that one is like a lot of fun. That game still holds up. Crash Team Racing, which I recently discovered through the remake, which I played last year. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. And I think that's it, really. I haven't really played any other like good kart racing games outside of those, in Mario Kart itself. But I would say this is certainly up there with like some of the more polished experiences. It's not perfect, but it's much more playable than most of the shitty kart racing games that you see these days. Again, like those licensed like Nicktoons and Cartoon Network kart racers that you see that are like put out just to make money, but aren't like really good products. Like stuff like that. And Garfield Kart. Oh, come on! Yeah, they need to fix that issue with like me being behind everyone because the game has the loads. I would say that's probably something you need to prioritize when they're like finishing development of this game before releasing it. Because if you have a VCR Xbox One, then you're already at a disadvantage if it's still loading the level for you. Also, this level reminds me of Isle Delfino. Like the Delfino Plaza from Mario Kart DS. Kinda has that vibe to it. Oh shit. Wait, I thought you said that was the blue shell that was in second place there. Yeah, go figure that the blue shell would hit me when I'm like right behind the first place person. Guess it's time to blue shell someone else. There was a kart racing game that released like, I think it was like a launch game for the Game Boy Advance. It was like Konami Crazy Racers or something like that. And it was basically a Mario Kart but with like Konami characters. That game was decent. I don't know if I would say it's better than Super Circuit, but it was a decent kart racer for its time. I haven't played that game like since the Game Boy Advance days, so I don't know if that game still holds up, but I remember that being a decent game. Oh look, everybody is Bomberman. Like, everybody on the podium. Yeah, that didn't go too well for me there, did it? I was briefly in second place and that UFO fucked me up. Sadly, the original KartRider is no longer available. What platform is that on? In fact, I can look that up. Hang on. KartRider. Crazy Racing KartRider. What platform is this on? It doesn't say. Oh, PC. Right, okay. So, I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about. Released in 2004. Yeah, I've still got that Wikipedia page up with like the list of all the games. I might as well list some of them off. So, Nexon has made, in order from oldest to newest, Arcane Showdown. This is all PC games, by the way. Arcane Showdown, Arcade, Asgard, Closers, Counter-Strike Online. I don't know if this is the same as CSGO, but Crazy Arcade B&B, as in B, like capital B, small n, capital B. And then Crazy Racing KartRider, Crazy Shooting Bubble Fighter, that's a good name. Cyphers, Cyphers, Dragon's Nest, Dungeon Fighter Online. I can't pronounce this one. Elenkia, Elsword, FIFA Online 4, Final Fantasy 14. I didn't know they made that. I've never played Final Fantasy 14, but I am aware of it. Like that's like the MMORPG Final Fantasy, isn't it? Apparently people say that game's good. Freestyle 2, KartRider Drift, which I'm playing right now. How the fuck do you say this? Cuts Pay? Legend of Darkness, Lost Saga, Marabonji. Okay, so these aren't listed by oldest to newest, these are like just listed alphabetically, I guess. Mapaningi, Maple Story 2, and so on. I'll list the rest of them later. I was just listening there to pass the time because I was waiting for the match to start, and here we are. Time to fuck up. Okay, never mind, we're good. Oh, come on, blue shield already? But I was barely in first place for more than like 10 seconds. No, not there. Good. Oh, good. Excellent. Restream is acting up. Hang on a second. I'm gonna fall because I have to alt tab. It's not Restream, it's OBS. I'm dropping frames again. I may have to switch back to 3G because 4G is not being nice to me either. Good. Excellent. Right, well, so much for first place then. I don't think I'm gonna get first place today. But you know what the fuck ever, I don't care. Oh jeez, oh my god! I was not expecting that there, but that was kinda cool. Why is the game saying I'm going the wrong way? Did I break the game? Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Did I break the game there for a minute and it thought I was going the wrong way? I didn't press the button to make me respawn. The game did that for me. Yeah, I'm dropping a lot of frames right now. I think I'm going to restart my stream, so I will be back in a few minutes after... Let me just get back to the menu first, or like just let me leave out of this first. Yeah, I'm dropping a whole bunch of frames. I dropped like 10% of my frames over the last... I don't know, the last 5-10 minutes, so I'm going to restart the stream and see if that fixes it. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Right, okay, I'm back now. I've switched back to 3G. Let's see if that's any better. At least I've not dropped any frames so far, so at least there's that. Right, so I'll do a couple more races of this, and then after that I'm going to do some Clubhouse games for a while. Let's see if I can get first place in the next couple races. So yeah, sorry, that happens, like, my internet is a bit shit. Still waiting for like fiber optic to be available in this area, but for some reason or another, I can't get it into this apartment, which is bullshit, but yeah, I've talked about it before. Like, my broadband is not, like, even though I've got broadband internet in this property, it is not good enough for streaming. Like, the upload speed is 0.6 megabyte upload, like megabit uploads, no more than that. And that's like, basically abysmal for streaming purposes. So I did the next best thing and like signed up for like an extra 4G sim and like got a 4G router so that I could like use like basically data, like phone data for streaming. Which is a weird way to go about it, but it works for the most part. I mean, at least you can actually see the decent picture quality for the most part. Trust me, if I tried streaming this with like my broadband internet only, it would look much worse. Especially if I tried streaming at 60 frames per second, it would look extremely crusty. Like, really bad. So this track looks pretty cool. Ha! Nope. Nope. Ah, shite. Ah, crap. Thank you for the boost there. Remember that bootleg Mario Kart Android game that I played like about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago? That was basically just like a complete like rip-off of Mario Kart. Like, it basically copied the tracks from various Mario Kart games. Oh no! Ah! Oh no! Not like this. Yes! I thought someone was going to overtake me there when that thunderstorm hit, but hey, I got first place finally. Oh god damn it, OBS please. I mean, that wasn't a huge drop in frames, but I dropped a little bit there. I might have to like physically restart the router, like unplug it and plug it back in, because sometimes I've got to do that. We'll do one more race, and then we'll move on. I'll tell you what, if I drop a lot of frames between now and the end of the next race, I'll have to turn the stream off for like 5 minutes so I can restart my router the proper way, because most of the time I restart it with like the built-in router software, but then there's other times where I have to like physically unplug it and leave it for a couple minutes and then plug it back in, and that usually works. Oops. Sorry, my finger hit that button there while I was like resting it on my knee. Right, so we'll make this the last race. Not going to play this beta for more than like an hour and a half or so, but it's quite decent. I don't know if this game would have much staying power for me, mind you. I like my Mario Karts. But I could always come back to this at some point when the full version comes out. Or not the full version, well, I mean, you know what I mean, like when the final version comes out, like the finished product releases. I mean, if it's free to play, I've not got much to lose. Alright, I'll see you later, Link. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I need to get a better chair. This one is... like, I talked about this on a previous stream, but this chair is like a really cheap chair that I bought like a few months ago, and when I'm sitting on it for extended periods of time on streaming, it can be very uncomfortable to use. Right, so at least we're finishing with the track I've not seen yet. At least I don't think I've seen this one. I probably haven't seen all the tracks that this game has to offer, at least on the beta, but I did get to see the majority of them, at least. Ah, shit. Let's see if I can end in top 3, that would be nice. At the very least, the top 4. Like, the top 4 of, like, the A players. Oh, Jesus. Okay then, that was convenient. Holy God. And yet, somehow, I am in second place. I'm sure there are ways to dodge certain items, like besides using the shield power-up, but I couldn't tell you how. Probably like if you drifted at the right moment. Good. Yeah, get locked on that corner there. Shield would have been nice there. Second place? I'd be happy with second place. There we go. Technically didn't finish the race because the person in first was so far out in front, but you know what? First place followed by second place, that's better than like any other race I've done today. So I can't really complain. Oh, I guess it doesn't even count it then, but technically I ended with second place, so I consider that a victory in my eyes. Right, okay then, so that was KartRider Drift. That's an interesting take on Mario Kart. It's basically just, yeah, OBS, can you just kindly go fuck off for the day, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna restart my internet in a minute, but yeah, KartRider Drift is a pretty decent, like, Mario Kart style game, but I will have to restart my internet momentarily, because shit, it's just like not fucking working right now. But yeah, overall thoughts. Decent Mario Kart style game, and it's like free to play and it's coming out later in the year. If you don't have an Xbox, it's on PC as well, I guess, so you can always try it there whenever it releases. I don't think they've got a release date yet, but it's coming out later in 2020, so maybe I will check this out again when the full version releases, whenever that is, like maybe in a few months. We'll see.